What is up, Phenom fam? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and welcome to the very first episode of SmackDown vs. Raw 2K18. I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, Tyler.
It's me.
And today is draft day, guys. We are going to be drafting our rosters for the upcoming year. And it's definitely going to be exciting.
Let's do it.
So, I need to explain a few things first because Universe is a little bit finicky on me, or with me today. So, one of the things that I had to do was I was trying to set all the everyone on the roster to inactive, but once I got to a certain point, it wouldn't let me take any more people off of Raw or SmackDown without the game crashing. And I tried it multiple times, so we're just gonna have to work with that. And then another thing is, obviously we picked different championships. We talked about that in our podcast. And when I went to assign those championships to the show, it forced me to pick a default champion. But the way we're going to work with it is we're still going to treat the championship as vacant, and we will have title matches upcoming in the next couple of weeks. And like I said, we'll treat the title as vacant.
So you just gotta bear with us, folks.
So yeah, as we've said during our podcast, this is very much trial and error. And hopefully you guys will stick with us while we get things smoothed out in the next couple of weeks. And hopefully after that, we're smooth sailing.
It's the only way to go.
It's the only way to go. So, to start off the draft, we need to do a coin flip. And lucky for you, Tyler, there's a coin right over there.
Should the United States champion flip it, or should the undisputed champion flip it? You gotta show the people.
The undisputed title. This is Tyler's replica belt.
We figured why not use props for this. So okay, so we will do it. I'll flip, you call, then you flip and I'll call, and if need be, I'll flip the third time. So ready?
You could actually flip it both times because I'm kind of trapped under the mic here.
Fair enough. All right.
Heads.
It is tails.
Oh, it's over for me.
Alright. See, it's a 50-50 shot, but it's like nerve-wracking because I really want the first pick.
Who wouldn't want the first pick?
I'm going with heads. And it's heads.
My son Tyler, I should say, with the clean sweep on the coin flip.
If I'm your son, where's my allowance?
I don't have enough money for that. I can barely allow myself an allowance.
Okay.
So Tyler's here with the first pick.
Number 1.
In the SmackDown vs. Raw 2K18 draft.
May I do the honors?
Hit us with it, Tyler.
So, my first draft pick for SmackDown Live, the overall first draft pick is, drumroll, it is none other than, should have prepared for this, the Lunatic Fringe, no, not Dude Love. There's a backstory, we'll get into that some other time, but my first pick, the overall first draft pick, is the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose. Sign shows SmackDown Live. So Dean Ambrose, first pick.
I honestly figured that would be your first draft pick.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Especially because you gave me a hint because you said your first draft pick would be one of the 3 Shield members.
Yes, I did.
And I knew it wasn't going to be Reigns. No offense to Reigns, obviously, but I knew it wasn't going to be Reigns.
I got my little laptop in case you're wondering why I'm looking down.
So I knew it was between either Seth or Dean, and I figured you would go Dean. So, the first draft pick, I don't even need to look at my list. The first draft pick for Raw
I'm nervous.
is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
That's a good pick.
And obviously, once we somehow get this figured out, he won't be the United States champion because that's not one of our championships. But until we figure that one out,
You just gotta bear with us, folks.
the phenomenal one.
All right, good choice, good choice. So, yeah, it's 2 males, and then it was female tag team. So I know how to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just before we go on, if you guys didn't know, basically what we're doing is the way that the draft order goes is we have to go a male, and then another male, and then a female, and then a tag team of either male or female variety.
Yeah. All right. So, my first draft pick was Dean Ambrose. Your first pick was AJ Styles. I'm a little mad you got him, but it is time for the second one. My second draft pick for SmackDown Live. The Architect, Seth Rollins. That's not what I wanted.
Damn.
So, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. SmackDown Live.
I appreciate that, or I respect that you got Seth Rollins, but I'm also glad that you didn't get my second pick.
I'm afraid of who your second pick is now.
My second pick, the man they call the Demon, Finn Balor.
Bastard. Okay, so
Finn Balor, the second overall draft for Raw.
that's a good pick. Good pick. Now,
I think I know where this is going.
I actually had to remind myself that it's a female pick this time because I was about to pick another guy. But my the first overall female pick is the Irish Lass Kicker, Becky Lynch.
That's actually not where I thought that was going.
I fooled you because I knew where you knew I was going. See, folks, you have to throw curveballs here.
I mean, I expected Becky Lynch to be up there as one of your first picks, but I didn't expect her to be your first pick. The person who I expected to be your first pick as a woman, who's also my first pick as a woman, is none other than Paige.
That's my woman, though.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
It's okay.
If it makes you feel any better, at least you have a full stable until the Hardys DLC comes out. So you have at least something to work with.
Yes, this is true. Actually, let me do that right now.
I think I already have them all assigned to SmackDown.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, for those who did not listen to the first podcast, we had an agreement. The Hardy Boys were announced as DLC. He is a massive, 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 massive Hardy Boys fan.
Exactly.
I am the same way with the New Day, so our deal was he was automatically given the Hardy Boys, and in return, I was automatically given the New Day. So Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston were automatically on SmackDown. Jeff and Matt are automatically on Raw. So if at any point you're watching this and you're wondering, like, Kofi right now, he already has SmackDown. If you're wondering why did these guys not pick the New Day, we had the agreement. They were automatically there.
Yep.
So, now, I did not think Paige was going to be your first pick.
Really?
Yeah. Because the way I saw it was, I figured you knew I was going to go with Paige first, and that would have left Becky open, and I wanted both of them so bad. So if I threw the curveball, maybe you wouldn't have, like, picked Paige. Because Paige was actually my second pick for females. So that really backfired on me.
I mean, I don't really know what to say.
Okay, so my first and the first overall draft pick for tag teams. This is a little controversy because they aren't a team anymore, but they have been this past year for actually a little bit longer than that. So, and we are going on that technicality. So, my first overall draft pick for tag teams, not including New Day. I could find them. Are Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, a.k.a. DIY. I was so sad when they split up. Okay.
I'm not even going to say I didn't expect it, because I honestly didn't know who you would go with for teams.
I had another team originally as my first one, but I really wanted these guys so bad. Okay, so...
Alrighty. The first tag team in Raw's little picky draft,
not including the Hardys,
is none other than... You getting nervous, Tyler?
Please don't pick them. Please don't pick them.
Cesaro and Sheamus.
The Bar. Okay.
Was that your next pick?
No.
Oh. And oddly enough, I already accidentally assigned them as our champions. But that has nothing to do with what I plan to do with this team. At least not yet.
Something that I want everybody to know, well, what we both want to know. If you notice now, on Sheamus and Cesaro, they have the ECW tag team titles. When we did our first podcast, we were choosing our championships, and for his tag team titles, he chose at least the design of the ECW tag team titles. But obviously, he'll go back, he'll do title creation, have those as the titles, but he'll make it like the WWE Raw World Tag Team Champions. So those are it, but not ECW Tag Team Champions.
That's the only one I'm going to change, though, because I'm keeping it as the Hardcore Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, so
I honestly don't know what my next picks are.
So the review of the first roundup, first draft.
Fuck.
You okay?
Yeah.
Did you pick the wrong one?
No. I'm saying fuck because your first two draft picks were my next two male superstars.
Ambrose and Rollins?
Yeah, Seth and Dean. Cesaro.
Please tell me you edited Cesaro so that he didn't have the front teeth.
Not yet.
Not yet. To be fair, he didn't actually lose the teeth. They were just pushed up into his gum, which freaking hurt probably.
I need to do it.
You do.
For the lulz.
Okay. Getting back to the draft. My third male superstar. You know, I'm going to lose count of all these numbers, so I'm just going to say my next draft pick is... Going to leave you guessing.
I'm not guessing at all.
The Viper, Randy Orton. He was your next pick, wasn't he?
That was my next pick.
I got you back.
Damn, I'm already like a shit ton down my list.
If you get my next male superstar, I'm gonna smack you.
I don't know. I think I might need to edit on the fly here.
Shit.
If my phone would ever open.
Also, folks, another subject we talked about on, I think it was the first podcast. Once we're done with this, maybe we won't film it, maybe we will. Once we're done with the draft, like, he really wanted Randy Orton. If he were to pick, and this is just for argument's sake here, Randy Savage, and I really wanted Randy Savage, After it, we can talk, and he could say, okay, I'll give you Savage if you give me Orton. We can make little agreements like that. So
kind of just like post-draft trades, basically.
Yeah. All right, so you're the next pick.
All right. Well, you picked my next male pick, so now I'm kind of. I mean, I know what my next one down on my list is, but I think I might need to do things on the fly here.
Oh no.
Now, I feel like I know what your next draft pick is, but I don't know if I really want to screw you out of it. Because I have the opportunity to, assuming I know what it is. But I don't know if I really want to give up one of my own picks.
Do you think his first name starts with between A and M or N and through Z?
I think it's an A through M.
I will say it's between that.
I think I have a really good idea of who it is, but I don't. Alright, I'm just going to go with whatever the hell I have next on my list, which is the man, the myth, the legend, Kevin Owens.
You bastard.
Was that your next pick?
No.
Okay. I figured so. I mean, I figured it wasn't your next pick. I think I very, very much know who your next pick is. Can I take a guess at it?
You can guess, yes.
Is it Mr. Glorious himself, Bobby Roode?
Actually, yeah, it is.
I figured. See, I could have really played you there.
You could have.
But I'm a nice guy. Will that come back to bite me? Probably.
One thing that I want to do right now, I'm going to have people cheer him because he is over as hell and he deserves cheers. So, he deserves to be a face. He is too awesome. So, Bobby Roode, the glorious one, the official next pick for SmackDown Live.
I just wanted to take the time right now to apologize to everyone if you guys can hear the crazy background noise going on. There's a dog barking, there's my nephew screaming, there's my sister screaming also.
And if you hear
screaming.
And if you hear a constant vibrating, the air conditioner's on because it gets hot in this room.
It gets very hot in this room. Okay. So, my next pick.
Don't you dare pick him. I have a feeling who you're going to pick.
Do you? Take a guess, Tyler.
His first name starts with between A and M.
Okay.
Was I right?
I mean, yeah, technically.
I don't know if I want to say because then you'll be tempted to take him.
I have who I want set in my mind, Tyler.
Like, I'm not saying he's going to be definitely my next one, but I really want him.
Who do you think it is, Tyler?
Chris Jericho.
That's not where I was going.
Oh.
Although, I'll be honest.
He's one of your next few, isn't he?
Technically, I already passed him up by accident.
Oh.
Which...
Well, you do have the option to pick him.
I do. But do I want to be a nice guy? I was already a nice guy with Bobby Roode. I think I'm going to stick with my gut instead of my list. No pun intended. We're going with...
You just made the list.
The Miz. And I think we talked about this, but does that mean Maurice also comes to Raw?
I was just about to say, technically, you can take Maurice with you, so...
And that counts as one pick, right? That doesn't count as my women's pick for this round? Sweet.
You could have her wrestle, but because she usually manages him, technically, you can get her as well. So it's like a double whammy, basically.
Sweet.
Alright, so...
Alright.
Do some editing here.
I'd say that was a nice little pick.
Because the truth be told, whenever I got to Miz, I was going to draft him along with Maurice. You alright?
Yeah, I almost dropped my phone.
Okay. So... Okay, both males are out of the way, so...
We're on to a female.
Yes, my next female pick is...
I think I know who you're going for. I have one of two ideas of who my Although you could come out of left field with something here. I don't know.
Alexa Bliss.
That was one of my 2 guesses.
So Alexa Bliss, SmackDown Live.
All right, let's assess the drafting list here.
Who did you think the second one was?
Bailey. Unfortunately for you, Tyler, my second guess is next up on my list.
Bailey.
Yeah, she's next on my women's list. Do I take her, though? Yes, I do.
Ironically, well, the next round I was going to say, the ironic thing about you saying it was down between Alexa and Bailey, Bailey was going to be my next one.
I feel like you have the opportunity to really get me on a tag team here, though.
Okay, so... See, right now I'm going back and forth on...
I have a feeling.
Okay.
I have a feeling about your next tag team.
My next tag team is Breezango.
Okay, that's... I mean, I expected it, but I didn't expect it so early.
I freaking love Breezango.
I know, but I don't know.
Who did you think I was going to pick?
I thought you were going for the club.
I think they're up there, actually. Tyler Breeze is gorgeous. He said it a million times, but he's gorgeous. It was meant to be.
Well, unfortunately for you, the Bullet Club wasn't up there enough. Because the Bullet Club is now a part of the Raw roster. Festus himself, Luke Gallows.
I hate you so much right now.
Why, because I called him Festus?
No, you have all 3 of them. Gallows, Anderson, and Styles. And Balor. You son of a bitch.
That was my plan from the beginning, Tyler!
Oh my god.
Carl Anderson.
Carl.
Doesn't
he say Coral?
It sounds like it. It's pretty close.
Like his name is Carl, but because of his accent, it's Coral.
He's like, Carl.
Because he's like all disoriented, right?
And
so it's like
yeah, in Southern. Carl.
Okay.
Was the Bullet Club.
It's the club. That's the club.
The club.
Copyrights.
The club with bullets.
They're the Bullet Club.
The club featuring bullets.
I think Cena was the only person to actually say Bullet Club, but he can get away with anything.
True.
Okay. Alright, do you think you're gonna hate my next pick?
As in, hate it because I wanted it, or hate it because I don't like the person?
Because you probably wanted it, and if you do have a problem with it, there's only one thing for you then. You make the list!
That's alright.
My next pick is Y2J, Chris Jericho.
Okay, alright. My next pick just so happened to be a specific person that does specific things. A man that's so much of a man that he might not just be too much of a man. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay.
He wasn't your next pick, was he?
Nah.
I didn't figure so. Shinsuke was actually pretty far down on my list. I did that on the fly, and we'll see how it works out for me.
I actually forgot to write his name down. Including him, there's one other person that I see that I actually forgot to write down the name, so that might actually...
Sin Cara.
No.
But what about Greg Miller of Kinda Funny?
Shout out to Greg Miller.
I sent a tweet to him today.
Did you?
And he liked it and retweeted it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because what I did was I made my signature shirt in my career a Kinda Funny shirt.
Nice.
And I tweeted it at him and the other Greg that works for Kinda Funny, Cool Greg. Shout out to him as well.
Cool Greg.
And another person from Kinda Funny. His name is Andy Cortez. He's their editor. I tweeted it at all of them. Andy didn't retweet it because he wanted to be different. But both Gregs liked it and retweeted it.
Nice.
So that was the highlight of my day so far.
Maybe they'll give you a shout out.
Maybe they'll give me a job.
Okay. So my next male pick is Sami Zayn.
All right, I respect it.
Just drop the thing.
What, the charging thing?
And ironically, he's already on SmackDown Live.
Another one of the ones that I couldn't change. I think we're gonna go with the man that gravity forgot. Mr. Neville.
He is the king of the cruiserweights. My next female pick is Mickie James. There you go.
All right, I respect it. I respect it.
Oh, yeah.
My next female pick is someone that you hate, so I basically had her secured from the beginning.
Basically.
Sasha Banks. Now, is this dumb to probably use this pick now? Probably.
Now.
Is that going to come back to bite me in the ass? Surely. It has to.
And I was going to say, when you said it's somebody you hate, it could have been one of 3 females, so...
That's true.
Alright, so... My next tag team, and we have to go back on this, we said that any tag team can be drafted, whether it be a male and a male and a female, or a female and a female.
I know where this is going.
Do you?
I think I do.
I don't think you do, actually. This is another curveball.
Okay.
Maybe. But my next tag team are 2 females. They are the incredibly gorgeous, iconic duo.
That was not a curveball.
Was it?
That's what I was thinking you were going to do.
It is NXT's Billie Kay and Peyton Royce.
I'm not even going to lie to you. That was going to be my tag team pick for this round.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Well, the last round, I was tempted to pick the club, but I'm like, no, I really want them, so kind of worked out a little bit. Peyton Royce, she is so gorgeous. They're both gorgeous, don't get me wrong, but Peyton Royce, she's got my heart. Then again, a lot of female wrestlers too, so.
Well, I guess I have to go with the theme this round. And I guess we'll go with the Bella Twins.
Oh. Okay.
Gotta stick with the theme, you know?
This is true. On our second podcast, we did talk about the whole Brie Bella situation because she's been retired for 1.5 years, but hasn't been that long, you know. Plus, she does want to make a comeback, so why not involve her? But my next pick, this is actually, what's the word I'm looking for? A very late pick, and by late I mean about 2 minutes ago, because I actually forgot to write down his name along with Shinsuke Nakamura. So
Larry Zbyszko.
No. My next pick is from NXT, Roderick Strong.
I respect it. I respect it. My next pick is a man who just might not be finished yet.
No!
Mr. Braun Strowman.
My next pick is Cassius Ohno.
I respect it. Gotta adjust the spectacles here. Is a man who's got the whole world in his hands.
Alright.
Bray Wyatt.
I could part with him. My next pick is... On here, she wasn't my next pick, but I'm going to switch it around. My next pick is NXT's Ember Moon.
That was my next woman's pick. GG, Tyler. Alright. I actually think I forgot to write her name down, but I'm going with Naomi.
Shit, I forgot to write her name down, too. It's okay. They deserve some kind of redemption. But my next team is Connor and Victor, the Ascension.
I respect it. I respect it. The Hype Bros Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley.
They actually were going to be my next tag team. Okay. Alright. My next pick. Do you know why my next pick is going to be so awesome?
Because I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, because I have The Miz.
Oh, so, I know that.
And he's awesome! So I don't know.
Well, my next pick, it's more than awesome because it's a perfect 10. My next pick is the perfect 10. Ty Dillinger.
See, I had no clue where you were going there because normally you would have said it's glorious, but you already picked Bobby Roode. So,
well, yeah.
So I had really no clue where that was going. But let's see. All right, I think I know what my next pick will be. My next pick will be the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend.
Don't you pick
Apollo Crews.
Okay. All right. Damn it. Is currently the brand new United States champion Baron Corbin.
That's where I was going. I saw his name there and I'm like, it's too close.
I really hope that they do some kind of patch where they include his new theme song.
I would hope that they would do that, but I don't know.
Well, I know for 2K18, I don't know if it was in the NXT pack or maybe the patch, but they updated Sami Zayn and Neville's entrances.
That's
so,
true.
If they could do that, I mean, what stops them from putting a song in? Baron Corbin's new theme is freaking awesome, might I add.
It's true. But I think the next person we go with is the Brian Kendrick.
Emma.
My next pick for a Raw woman, or woman, I should say, is Dana Brooke.
Damn it. She was actually going to be my next female.
Like I said before, I'm pretty sure I went through all the females on my list.
My next tag team is the Authors of Pain.
That was going to be my next tag team.
Okay,
Who the hell did I even pick this round? I don't even remember.
Oh, shit. You know what's really sad?
What?
These two guys, Akam and Razor, they are huge, big monsters of men, and they are younger than me.
I'm actually not sure if I asked you about this one, but I'm going to assume from what we've done so far that this will work out here. And that is American Alpha.
I think they might have been my next tag team.
So that's Chad Gable and
Jason Jordan.
No, Kurt Angle Jr.
Getting back to it, my next draft pick is... I don't think you saw this one coming, but Curtis Axel.
Axelmania, question mark?
Yes.
I respect it.
Remember, folks, the 2015 Royal Rumble, he still has not been eliminated.
My son, that's crazy. That better be in record books somewhere. My next pick is TJP.
Damn it.
And he's already on Raw. Okay. Cool.
Okay. My next draft pick is... See, these guys, I want to form them as a tag team, so hopefully I can get both of these guys. My next pick is Rich Swann.
My next pick is I guess we'll just go with Superman himself, John Cena. How does that make you feel, Tyler?
Dumb because I forgot to write them down. Alright. I'll give you that one, though. This is who I want as my next pick, but I do have to ask. If this person has done single stuff herself, would she be able to break away from a team?
I already know where this is going, so sure.
And there's a reason I said team, because it's technically a stable she's in, but my next pick is Nikki Cross. We did agree to keep teams and stables together, but the reason I'm hoping this one is okay, because she can do stuff on her own, plus Sanity is already big the way they are, so they don't necessarily need her.
That's true. And it actually works out better that way because from what I've read on Reddit, there's apparently if you like come out as a stable, there's no like 4 people entrances.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. I don't know
think
if
for Sanity it works.
Maybe, but I know you can't.
They
like,
did have
create
their
one that way.
actually, you know what? It might have been that 4-on-4 tag team that they had their entrance for. So
actually, you know what? I'm going with Carmella.
damn it! She was my next pick.
I was actually about to pick Charlotte.
I was gonna say, go ahead, take her. I did write them down last, but they are my next pick. Shane Thorne and Nick Miller, TM61.
I respect it. I respect the hustle, Tyler. We've been going for an hour.
That's okay.
That's fine. I don't know how YouTube will like me uploading an hour video, but that's fine.
Well, keep in mind some of that's gonna get cut. So
some of it, but we're still not done, Tyler. We're still going.
Still got some time.
I mean, I know which one I want to go with, but I don't know how controversial of a decision it'll be.
Oh boy.
I guess we just say screw it and go with Sanity.
Damn. Okay.
So that's a big get for Raw right there.
I have to be careful about which tag team I pick now. I might as well do it. My next pick is Roman Reigns.
I respect the hustle. Tyler now has the opportunity to do Shield stuff.
We agreed not to do all 3 of them together, but
we agreed not to be able to draft all 3 of them together. But
yeah.
You can do whatever you want with them once they're on your show. I could have blocked that Monopoly, as they would say, in the hit board game Monopoly, but
you could have picked them.
I could have, but I didn't.
Yeah. By the way, seeing as how you're on Scott Dawson right now, I would just like to take this opportunity right now to say, fuck the Revival.
Okay. All right.
A lot of you will get that.
I want to go with one that's almost kind of comical in a way, but at the same time, I almost don't want to waste a pick to be funny.
I have a feeling as to who you're gonna pick.
All right. I think I'm gonna go with a serious one first.
Okay.
And we're gonna go with the show-off, Dolph Ziggler.
Are you gonna give him multiple entrances? I mean, that's his thing now.
I mean,
give him Undertaker's entrance, give him Stone Cold's entrance.
I'll see what we can do.
Okay. My next pick.
I think I'm going to give him Nikki Bella's entrance.
My next... Oh, that's right, because I wanted to have them as a tag team. My next pick is Cedric Alexander.
That's a nice little tag team right there.
Oh, yeah. I actually formed them as a tag team on my show. My game.
All right. I respect it. Now, Tyler, who do you think was going to be my comical pick?
It was between one of 2 people.
And those 2 people would be?
R-Truth, because he's funny. I don't care what anybody says. And Kurt Hawkins, just because you probably think it's funny to watch him get squashed.
That's actually neither of them.
Oh.
Mine is the...
Oh, I know who it is.
Former candidate for governor of whatever the hell state it was, Mr. Glenn Jacobs.
Damn it.
Kane. I was surprised you didn't see that one coming. You know about the inside joke that me and my buddy Junior have about Kane?
Yes.
I'm not letting Kane cut any promos. I'm not. For those of you that don't know, me and my buddy Junior, if he's out there watching, shout out to him.
Junior.
We had this inside joke a while ago that every time that Kane tries to cut a promo on the mic, WWE stocks just plummet.
And there was a time a few years ago, me and him would hang out every Monday night for Raw, and as soon as Kane would talk, he would get his phone and check WWE stocks.
Yeah, and I've actually a couple of times the WWE stocks were down that day, and I'd be like, "Look, Tyler, it's true. Look." And one of the main reasons I said that is I remember one of the promos that Kane was doing, he was like over enunciating like all of his words for some reason.
Incarnate.
It was, I don't even know what pay-per-view was leading up to, but there was like a fatal four-way to determine the number one contender for the WWE Championship. And all I remember is Kane is just like, maybe a certain demon should put on a certain mask and fight the Beast Incarnate for the WWE Championship. And I just remember me and my buddy Junior laughing so hard at that. For no reason, really. But then we came up with that joke that WWE stocks were going to plummet. And it just evolved. So I refuse to let Kane cut a promo on my show.
Anyway, my next pick for a female is... It was going to be somebody else, but just because I want to use her properly... Summer Rae.
I respect the hustle.
She was really good in NXT, and then they just wasted her on the main roster.
I think I'm going to go with Alicia Fox.
Okay.
I was about to go Charlotte again. Then I saw Alicia Fox, and I'm like, wait.
Or as Noam Dar would say, Alicia Fox. My next tag team will be Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Damn, that was my next pick.
Day one-ish.
I think what I'm going to do, though, is go with a nice little team with a man who happens to have kids. Heath Slater and Rhino.
That's the team that I actually thought of doing that I didn't write down. That stuff was freaking great when they started doing that last year with him.
Yeah.
My next pick will be... Screw it. My next pick is Tyson Kidd. And he's already on SmackDown.
Until right now. We're going to go with the Samoan Submission Machine.
Okay.
Samoa Joe. I don't think that's been his nickname since he was on TNA, but it's good enough because I don't know what WWE calls him.
I think here and there they call him it. I think.
I don't know. I really don't watch too much WWE anymore, unfortunately.
My next pick will be Titus O'Neil. Now we gotta cheer Titus. We gotta cheer him.
I think we're gonna go with the gentleman, Jack Gallagher.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so my next female pick.
We're running out of females, I believe. I think there's only like 3 more left, 3 or 4.
Natalia.
And that's where I was going.
Did we say that we said all of our titles will be vacant, right?
Yeah.
So just because you see people with championships does not mean that they are the champions.
Exactly. I don't know. I guess we'll just go Charlotte as much as I don't really want to. Okay, never mind. I mean, what?
You okay?
Yeah.
Well, the only tag team that I have written down left is...
Please don't. Please don't.
Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Fuck.
You were going to try to get all the Wyatts together, weren't you?
Not even... I mean, not to do anything with them, but Harper and Rowan was going to be my next tag team. I think we're going to go with the Colons. The Colons.
It's Cologne.
I know, kid. Primo and Epico. The Colons. Epico Colon.
My next pick is R-Truth.
I just thought of another tag team, but I guess you taking R-Truth kind of omits that.
Golden Truth.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing them as a tag team, but I'm like, maybe not.
Alright. So, R-Truth, I think the next person I go with has got to be the modern day Maharaja.
He was my next pick.
The man, the myth, the legend, Jinder Mahal.
Okay. Now, I only had one female written down left, but since you reminded me, my next pick is Nia Jax.
I respect the hustle. I don't know what hustle, but I respect it. Alright. My next female pick is going to be Asuka.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that means there's only one female left, right?
Yeah, I think it's just Tamina, I believe.
Does that mean I get her?
I mean, I guess.
My next tag team is Kalisto
Damn.
and Sin Cara, the Lucha Dragons.
Damn! That was going to be my next one. Okay. I don't want the revival.
Don't forget, you could always use them as jobbers.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want to do that. Can I make up a tag team?
No!
I want Papa Shango as a one-man tag team. Yeah.
The revival might be your only option.
That's what I was not hoping for. I don't even... What even are the names of the people? Scott Dawson.
Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. They need to dash away.
Alright, I guess this is,
That's it for tag teams.
at least I believe so. Let's go with No Way Jose.
Damn. I like No Way Jose.
There's no way.
Jose. We're still on guys, right? Yeah.
That's all we have left.
I will pick Kurt Hawkins. I really wish they let him keep his original theme.
Damn. I should have drafted Hawkins.
Why?
Because I could have done a storyline where...
Ryder and Raleigh.
Yeah, and they break up. And then you got Hawkins
We do have
and
that
Ryder.
We do have that option, though.
They could have been the Edgeheads, bro.
That's true. We do have the option, though, after the draft to talk about it.
That's true. That's true. Which, most likely, just because of the sheer length of this, even though it will get cut down quite a bit,
Yeah.
I'll trim the fat on it. We'll most likely talk about that off camera
Yeah.
over some food, because I don't know about Tyler, but I'm starving, dude.
We are going to Taco Bell after this, because Taco Bell is life.
I think I got to go with my man Paul White.
He's a poet.
Poet.
Okay.
I'm sure if Gerber's watching somewhere, he just marked out.
Gerber, we love you.
And he's probably also very pissed that we didn't pick Big Show as our first round pick.
Well, if he was here... He's here in spirit, and in spirit he picked Paul White first.
He picked Paul White. His first two picks were actually Big Show and Big Show 2000. Even though we're not drafting legends, but he would still do it.
But he's calling them Paul White, though.
Yeah, he would go in and change the name to Paul White.
My next pick will be Big Cass.
Oh, thank God.
What?
I thought you were about to take away my shining star.
Oh no, who?
The man, whose gimmick I set up years ago. Bo Dallas.
Why don't you tell them about the idea, the gimmick that you thought of for Bo Dallas?
So, the gimmick that I came up with for Bo Dallas is essentially that he is going to just basically dress up like other superstars and make like a really terrible pun of their name and just do their moves and such. So, for instance, Bautista. He comes out, does Batista's entrance in Batista trunks. He does his finisher. He calls it the Bautista Bomb.
Instead of the Big Show, we would have the Big Bo.
The Big Bo. His gimmick's going to be changing all the time. And I'm going to do it in my universe to the best of my ability.
Like Becky Lynch, he would be Bokey Lynch.
Exactly.
Like
there's so many possibilities.
Bowley.
Boren Corbin. There's just so many. Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
The gimmick sells itself. Cesar Bo.
Yeah. Anything, really. Dean Ambrose.
It sells itself.
Alright. My next pick will be... this is tough. Getting down to the wire. I will draft... why not? No Amdar.
I guess I'll go with Akira Tozawa.
Okay, my next pick will be Hideo Itami.
I was about to go with him as well. My next pick will be... Is there anybody left?
There's Aiden English. There's Rusev.
There's Rusev?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He was just still on SmackDown.
That's why. I mean, I'll pick him, but unfortunately I won't be able to do the gimmick I would want to do with him.
Were you going to give him the damn Russian gimmick again?
Yeah. And I was going to put Vladimir Putin on his Titantron. I probably could if I used a custom logo, which I might do.
You also do get Lana with him. Granted, she can't wrestle with her.
Yeah, which I think is kind of dumb, but yeah.
My next pick.
We're not drafting Darren Young, or are we?
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know. Is he still active? I thought he
just had an injury.
Oh, I thought he got released.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I missed out on, I guess.
Pick Darren Young.
Tyler making $1 million moves because now he has...
I have the primetime players. That's right. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
But you don't have crime time. None of us picked Lesnar.
I mean, he's barely there anyway, so...
I mean, I don't want to, but I mean, it's a big name that we missed, so might as well. He's probably not ever going to show up anyway, so...
Alright, so folks, you are guaranteed to see Lesnar at least 5 times in the next year on our little shows here, so...
I'm going to make him show up, and I'm going to have him job to, like, the worst person on my roster. I'm going to have him job to Bautista, maybe.
Are you going to do that gimmick with Bo? Just give him all
yeah,
the
dude. I didn't pick him for no reason.
I think that reason alone, you automatically have a better show than me. Because that's going to be freaking hilarious.
We'll see what happens.
I'm gonna...
The only thing that's going to have to be annoying is, like, going in and like changing his attire and movesets to match it, but we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, Tyler.
Let's see.
It'll be a little bit of work, but I think it'll be worth it.
It's gonna be hilarious. Alright, my next pick.
Yeah, what's our status on Mark Henry?
Yeah, that's like what I'm wondering, because I think he retired from in-ring competition.
But he can still compete out of the ring.
Can we include Mark Henry in this, or?
Yeah, why not?
Pick Mark Henry.
Because if not, somebody's gonna get their ass kicked.
Saw what you did there.
I saw it too. Oh, and Grand Metalik. I am gonna pick him because I have no clue what he does.
He's a cruiserweight, I know that.
He looks like a cruiserweight. He looks like a discount Rey Mysterio, kind of.
Wouldn't that be Kalisto?
Kind of. Is the Rey Mysterio mask in this game? Like in the creator options? I doubt it. It hasn't been for a while. Because I don't know.
You're gonna put it on him, aren't you? No, I know exactly who you're gonna put it on.
I don't think it's in the I don't think it's in the creation suite.
You're gonna put it on Bo Dallas, weren't you?
Yeah. Rey Mysterio Bo.
Please have him go as Bully K.
I'm gonna have him go as a lot of people, Tyler. You just wait.
Bo Ron Strowman.
I'm telling you, Bo Dallas is gonna be one of the shining stars of my brand. Even if he might not always be champion, but he's gonna be one of the big faces of the brand.
Big Aiden English. So, looks like there's only one left.
And it's Mr. Certified G himself, Enzo Amore.
He's so annoying nowadays. It makes me sick to my stomach that Austin Aries had 3 times against Neville. I mean, he won the second one, but by DQ. But all 3 times, he failed to win the Cruiserweight title from him. But the first time they have Enzo against Neville, Enzo wins the title.
It still makes me mad that they released Austin Aries.
I think he asked for it.
But still.
Yeah.
Didn't he ask for it because he was getting screwed, basically?
I think so.
He was getting terrible booking.
And I think it's because of that Neville walked out of Raw, apparently. Because he did not want to lose to Enzo again. If that is the case, at least.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. Well, guys, what you're looking at here after almost an hour and 42 minutes of recording.
Which, granted,
hopefully I'll be able to trim at least enough fat off to get it down to at least an hour, but we'll see.
Yeah, because there was a lot of stalling during it.
That'll have to be some heavy editing that I'll have in store for tomorrow. But guys, this is the full draft completed. And like we said, we're gonna talk things over and see where things lie. Maybe we'll trade some people. But
we could always we'll talk about this off camera, and then if we do any kind of deals, I'm sure we'll do a deal or two, maybe. But
yeah.
If that's the case, we'll move them around. Then we'll just make a very quick second video saying, okay, so we switched these guys around, or maybe even this. You could always do your editing magic and just put it at the end of it.
Yeah. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. But other than that, this is pretty much the our rosters for SmackDown and Raw.
I have to ask, did you really know that Dean Ambrose was going to be my first pick?
100%.
Because Seth Rollins is my boy. He is. So, you probably... Maybe that is why you knew I'd pick Ambrose, because it would be like a curveball.
Who did you think my first pick would be?
Your first pick?
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought between Ambrose and Rollins were going to be your first pick. The way
Rollins was my third pick. Although I wanted him up higher, but I really wanted to secure Styles and Balor.
Yeah, the way I saw it was whoever won the coin toss... Like, if you won the coin toss, whoever you would pick between Ambrose and Rollins, I was going to pick the other one, and vice versa. So, when I picked Ambrose, I'm like, he's going to pick Rollins next. So, I was happy to get Rollins, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, I wanted Styles.
I thought about doing it because I knew your first two were going to be Ambrose and Rollins. But I figured if I would have picked Rollins, then there was a chance that I would have missed out on either Balor or Styles, depending on which one I hadn't picked.
The way I wrote it down, I know my first 5 picks in order were Ambrose, Rollins, Orton, Balor, and Styles. So basically...
That's pretty much what my top 5 were, in different order.
So pretty much, at least male-wise, the first 5 people drafted were our first 5.
Yeah.
What was your order?
Mine was Styles, Balor, Rollins, Ambrose, and Orton. Or no, it might have been Rollins, Orton, Ambrose. No, it was Rollins, Ambrose, Orton.
I'm very happy to have them, but at the same time, it's like bittersweet because... You know, all the guys that you got, I wanted.
Yeah. Well, guys, like I said, this is what the roster looks like for
now.
For now. Some changes might happen. But I'd say it's at least like 95% final.
I think so.
Any last words for the audience, Tylor, before we sign off on this video?
Well, there was a lot of stalling, which I'm hoping gets edited out of this because it was kind of bad. But we hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I really hope you guys are sitting there thinking, oh my god, who are they going to pick? Who are they going to pick next? Yeah, this is going to be awesome. I think everybody's going to love what we do. It just sucks because if we had create a story in this game, it would be like 100 times easier to do this stuff. But at the same time, universe, we should be able to, no problem. Might run into some difficulties, but give it time. This is trial and error the first little bit, this being the first one. But I'm sure this is going to turn out great. I cannot wait for you to edit all this and upload it. But yeah, we promise you guys right now, we're going to do our best to give you guys the best SmackDown versus Raw videos that anybody could have.
It's very well said, Tylor.
Thank you.
You covered pretty much all the points that I was going to get to. So, kind of just to reiterate what Tylor was saying, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the idea. Hopefully we can provide you guys entertainment in return. And this next year is going to be awesome. The things we're going to put together are going to be fun, exciting, surprising, all that other stuff. And also, like Tylor said, it's going to be very trial and error for the first couple of weeks at the very least. With some editing magic, I'll try to make what I can make happen. But we might run into a couple of roadblocks.
Well, no pun intended, because that's one of the events in here. But one thing we should talk about right now quick. The night this was released, at least the deluxe edition, you streamed on YouTube, and every time you stream, the video gets saved on YouTube. You can go back and watch it. When I saw it the next day, it was blocked. It wasn't taken down, but it was blocked because you had the whole music issue and whatnot. So, and we discussed this on the first podcast, where as far as entrance music and whatnot goes, maybe we'll try right away with it being normal. If not, he could always try to pitch the audio maybe. Not just that, but we were also hoping to use actual songs as themes, which obviously, due to the circumstances with that, we would definitely have to pitch. Granted, I know there's one song I was thinking about using for one of my pay-per-views, and you could find it on YouTube, and it actually is like a no copyright, license-free song, so that we shouldn't run into a problem with. But as far as others go, like if we want to use like a Metallica or AC/DC, Avenged Sevenfold, if we want to use any of those songs, we are 99% sure guaranteed to have to pitch the audio and whatnot, because I mean, yeah, we don't have to have those songs, but how can I put it? It adds to it.
Yeah.
Like, it adds to that feel of the event.
Yeah.
Like, look at like a Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose rivalry. Yeah, they can do awesome, but you get like the right song and put it in a promo pack and everything, you just get even more excited because that song helps with it.
Yeah.
And at the same time, even if we just use it for, you know, in between matches, we at least want to have a good song. So
yeah. And the copyright claim, it said that it was from UMG Music Group, which is, when I looked it up, it said that it was like artists like, I don't remember all of them off the top of my head, but I know one was Kanye West, and I know there's a Kanye West song in the game.
yeah.
So I'm assuming that was from the menu music. I did have a couple of entrances go on during my stream, and it didn't say that there was any copyright claims from WWE, so hopefully those should be good normally. But like I said, or like Tyler said, if not, we could always try to pitch the audio and see what happens. And we might as well throw this out there. You've all probably noticed there's no music going on right now, right? Yeah, I completely turned off the menu music entirely, just to avoid any further complications. So
you probably have all been sitting there like, okay, why is there like not dead air, but no music at all? But that explains it, because we don't want there to be a strike or anything on his channel.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, even if not a strike, even if it's just a copyright notice, it still blocks the video, or in some cases just blocks the audio, which obviously the whole audio of the video is an important part to the experience of it, because then you wouldn't be able to hear what we're saying.
Yeah.
So,
What you call it? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. Cover everything.
I think we did.
Sweet.
Well, guys, this has been what I would call episode 0 of SmackDown vs. Raw 2K18. Like I said, just about 95% finalized roster, and any other changes I'll edit in to the end of the video. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to pack a punch that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Have a phenomenal day. And guys, Phenom, out.
Fuck the revival.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Hex Phenom here in post-editing. And I just want to let you guys know that we actually didn't trade anybody off camera. I was way too stubborn to give up any of my people to Tyler. And so what you guys saw in the video is the final roster for SmackDown vs. Raw 2K18. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Be sure to pack a punch that like button. Be sure to subscribe. Have a phenomenal day. And guys, Phenom, out.